Good morning, guys. It's Kyle McGuire from United Soft Wash. Just jumping on here today. We're going to do a little bit of washing. I'm going to bring y'all along for it. We're heading about an hour and 10 minutes away from my house. It's a little bit further than I normally go. It's outside my radius. I do travel a lot, but that's for commercial jobs where I have a lot higher ticket price. But today I made an exception. It's going to be over $1,000 job, so it's a little bit of everything. Thought I'd bring the camera along and let you guys tag along. I hope everybody's doing good. But basically, on the schedule today, we're going to a pretty large house. It's on a nice piece of land. I was just checking it out online this morning when I was having my morning coffee, but it's on a nice piece of land. They want part of the roof done, you know, and they only want the north side where a lot of that organic growth is forming. I did let them know that, hey, I could do that, but whenever I only do part of the roof, you don't get my guarantee. I do a 3-year guarantee whenever I do roofs that you won't see any more black streaking. But being that it's an organic growth, if I'm only neutralizing half of it on the house, you know, it's a lot more susceptible that side to get that growth a lot faster because you're not killing the entirety of the roof. So we're gonna do that roof. We have a pretty large concrete area where they have some garages. We're gonna clean that up, do some sidewalks, and then we also have a chimney where you have some black organic growth and it's also mixed with a little bit of soot coming from the chimney. So we'll get that cleaned up for them, but that's about it. Last video I made, I showed that new wash truck that we got, the Isuzu NPR. Haven't even touched it, guys. It's not really the highest priority for me right now. Got a lot going on with the full-time job, my wife's home, and y'all know I stay busy with this wash truck. So slowly but surely, I'll start taking the boxes off that are already on there and start building out the platform that we want. I've already finalized what I want. I know what the truck's gonna be, what equipment it is, so I will keep y'all tuned in, but let's hit the road. Hope everybody's doing good. What's going on, guys? So we're out here at this job site. Just got here, a little over an hour drive. Just want to show you guys what I'm working on today and a little bit of everything that we have to do. That way you can see a before and an after. All right. So right here we have a very large patio area, and it's just disgusting. It has a lot of leaves, a lot of discoloration from water just sitting on the concrete. So a lot of black and green going on. This is the back side of the house. So this embankment, this large dormer up here with the rooftop, as well as that embankment, we're gonna be cleaning up all the Gleocapsomagma, all those black organic streaks. We're gonna treat them with a roof mix, low pressure roof mix. That way we don't mess up any of the shingles and remove any of the granules off the shingles. I'll walk around this property real quick, show you what else we got. Beautiful property. Drove out here. When I pulled up, the homeowner wasn't here, so I got a chance to look around, find my water source. Definitely take a lot of before and after pictures. I preach that all the time. You definitely want to do your due diligence, take before and after pictures, and look for any damage, because at the end of the day, if something's tore up and the homeowner sees it, they didn't know it was there prior to you starting, that's on you. You have to do your due diligence and be able to get that proof that, nope, that was already a pre-existing condition. So we have some sidewalks right here. I'll walk to the actual front so you can see. We have a beautiful stone chimney right here. At the very top on this side and on that side, there's a lot of discoloration, black organic growth. Gonna treat that with a pretty hot mix, not too hot, but definitely knock that off. Be able to do it all from the ground. And we have a walkway that goes around the front all the way to the side right here. So we're hitting the sidewalks, hitting the roof, the chimney, and the back patio. So it's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be an easy job. So I'm about to get started. I'll get with you. All right, guys, so I've just cleaned up all these sidewalks that go around the house. I'll walk you around over here. Clean up all these sidewalks. Now the next thing I'm gonna do on this side of the house is clean this chimney, but there's a couple things that you have to be cognizant of. A lot of times the house wash mix won't take off that black that's on the stones. The stones are porous. The stones could absorb a little bit more of that organic growth, so it's a lot harder to clean that, or it takes a hotter mix than, let's say, vinyl, where vinyl is really easy to just spray a light mix, let it dwell 5 minutes and rinse off. Sometimes you have to use a hotter mix for something like these stones. Now the issue that comes up is, what else are you going to be spraying on accident? Right there on this part of the chimney, part of that mix is going to run down on this part of the roof. All right. Now granted, this roof looks pretty good on this side of the house. There's no organic growth, but let's just say that there is a lot of organic growth on the roof and they didn't want it cleaned, and you're just going to clean the chimney. Well, some of that house wash mix or whatever mix that you're using is going to get on that roof. It's going to discolor it because you're cleaning an area you didn't mean to clean. So you have to be cognizant of that. Another thing is, when that water hits that chimney, it runs down the roof or runs down the other roof. What gutter does it go to? It's going to go to a gutter, which goes to a downspout. As you can see around here, I have lots of rose bushes. All right, really pretty expensive landscaping. What I'm having to do right now is wet all this landscaping in case I get overspray on it, but I'm also soaking the downspouts, because even though I'm doing the chimney, inadvertently some of this runoff is going to go to a gutter, which is going to go to a downspout. So just food for thought, things to think about. I'm going to get to spraying now that I've done my due diligence, clean this up before I move to the back of the house. right, guys, all done here today. Took a little bit longer than I thought. Took about 5 hours, but let me turn this camera around right here. As you can see from that chimney, all the black streaks are all gone on every side. We don't cut any corners here. All these sidewalks are beautiful. Let me spin this camera around. Sidewalks look awesome. Love the color they added to this concrete. All right, now the most time-consuming part of this job was the roof. All right, because I had, as you probably saw from the video, I had to move the ladder around to several different locations. It's a really high building on the backside because they have like a little entertainment area underneath their house, and just the way their yard is sloped, it was pretty high up there. So food for thought, if you're thinking about getting into the business, you better not be scared of heights, all right? Especially if you're by yourself. Being up there at 32 foot, for me, I'm used to it because I've done so many houses now, and I work at heights at work. I'm up in boom lifts all the time, not every day, but probably weekly or once every 2 weeks. I'm in a lift, so heights don't really bother me. But this house is absolutely beautiful. But from all the way here to here, it's a long way. You can kind of see the second application I put on the roof, still drying up there too, but all the black streaks are gone. This house cleaned up really good. The part that cleaned up the best though was this big patio out here. So I'll definitely be back here. She already talked to me about potentially coming back in the spring and washing the house. So that's that. Let me just show you this patio once more. Still drying, but it has like a red tint to it. A lot of people will add a little bit of color to their patio whenever they're making the concrete mix. So I think that turned out really good, but we're all done. So it's about time for me to head home. Chicken and dumplings tonight. I'll get with you. Peace.